G'day, John Lyons here, and welcome to our first seniors podcast, our first ever seniors podcast, and hopefully it's going to be the first of many to come. Now this is mainly targeted for people, well I reckon 50 and over, because once you get to 50 you start to get a little bit slack. You start to neglect yourself, you get a bit of a pot, flabby, can't be bothered getting up and going for an exercise. So this little podcast that we're going to put together will hopefully get you motivated and get you in the swing of things, because my philosophy is this: who can't? Now, I can and you can. It's simple as that. It's all a state of mind. And the way we want to start looking at things, I think, if I can suggest, is instead of thinking, I'm going to start doing some exercise, I'm going to start running around the block. And you run from, a kilometre, 2 kilometres or whatever, and you're stuffed and you can't be bothered doing it. Everything's got to be done in little baby steps. And I used to produce a golf show many years ago called Golf Zone. And on that particular golf show, we had a fantastic guest called Sasha Novak, or Sasha Yurganovsky. And this guy was a very, very talented man. He was a champion karate, athletic type fellow. And I got to know him quite well, but his philosophy was very, very simple. We have to look at doing stuff in little baby steps. And baby steps, I mean, he started this putting drill. And we were going to do, instead of trying to ram putts in from 10 feet, we'd start from 3 inches and then build up, but slowly but surely build up. Now, if you want to build muscles, you talk to a weightlifter, bodybuilder, they don't go out there and start doing days and days of muscle building. They build up and their muscles get bigger and bigger and bigger. And hopefully we can give you a few tips that you can do at home that can get you motivated to do this type of thing. Now, just a little bit of background, because I know what I'm talking about here, because I've had a few issues with health. I was diagnosed with a terminal illness. They said that it was incurable. It's an autoimmune disease. I was on all sorts of horrendous poison bloody chemicals, chemotherapy, drugs, and prednisolone and painkillers and all this sort of stuff. And as a consequence, you're taking all these drugs. And now I'm not suggesting you go off your drugs, but start looking at alternatives, because there are plenty out there. But through taking all these drugs, through my experience, the chemicals get in your system and they start to your system isn't designed to take all these chemicals and drugs. So I found alternative ways. I won't go into detail now. Maybe if people want to contact me, I can let them know about what you can do to take alternative steps. But at this stage, we want to get our senior folk motivated. You're the people that worked your ass off and worked all your life. You've built your family. You've built homes. You've built the country. You're the backbone of the country, right? You're the seniors. So we've got to enjoy our senior years, and this is how I'm going to show you how to do it. And it goes back to Sasha Novak's philosophy. Baby steps, okay? So, just say that you're having a bad day, right? Most people who get depressed, they dwell on those bad things, right? All of a sudden, something bad happens, and they focus on the negative stuff. Well, there's another way of looking at it, right? At this present moment, while I'm talking to you, is the world falling apart? We may be going, at this stage, we're going through this awful sort of COVID virus, but we're breathing, we're healthy, and it's what you make it. It's how you look at stuff. The glass half full, or is it half empty? That's the way to look at life. And through our seniors podcast, we're going to show you little tips on how you can exercise. Now, with weights, you might have to go out and run out weights if you're starting off, and if you're in your 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s or 90s. We can all start now. And it doesn't matter where we are at with our health, we can look at all different types of little increments to build up slowly but surely. Now with weights, if you don't have any weights yet, go into the kitchen and get a couple of soup cans out. And just do, if it's a battle, doing 3 of those with weights. Do 3. Then tomorrow do 4. And build up. And if you build up, like Sasha Novak says in the laws of accuracy, you apply that to everything in life, it makes life so much easier. So this is what we're going to do for you. Now, little things like this speed ball. You can go to a gymnasium and you can get these freestanding boxing balls where it gets your timing going. Or better still, you can get a little rebounder like this, and you can bounce up and down while watching television or listen to your music. And another thing I suggest that we look at getting is Spotify. If you don't know what Spotify is, get your grandkids to put it on your phone, because it is wonderful. Music is the heart of the soul. It really is. You put music on, you can't get in a bad mood. You know, can you feel miserable if you listen to upbeat, motivating music? No, you can't. So have a look at getting Spotify. It's well worth having a look at, and it will keep you really pumped up, and you can work out to that. You can stretch and do all sorts of things. So that's our senior podcast. If we can be of any assistance, give me a call, and I'll look forward to working with you and giving you a hand and getting you through the tough times, because it's all up here. It's all in the friggin' mind, right? What the mind conceive and believe the mind can achieve. I think W. Clement Stone wrote that about 50, 60 years ago, and that's dead set right. If the glass is half empty, it's half empty. It's up to you. Make the decision, and it's so simple. So get involved with our podcast, tune in. We've got some wonderful stuff to show you over the years, nutritional, spiritual stuff that's going to really make you a really healthy and motivated senior citizen. So thanks very much for tuning into my very, very basic podcast here in my garage, and I look forward to being friends with you and being in touch. All the best to you.